We are very pleased to meet the ultimate rock legends, the great ultimate Elvis band. And we are very honored to meet Terry Blackwood from the Imperials, from the original core of Elvis Presley. Then we meet James Burton, who is more than a guitar legend. He's a long-time player for not just Elvis, for a lot of other stars. And for sure, Marty, Glenn D. Harding, which is the piano player of Elvis for a long time. So welcome for the 80th birthday show of Elvis.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Hi, please tell us something about this actually tour and how did this great live project featuring legendary original members of the Elvis Presley Band came together?
Well, in 1969, Elvis called me and asked me to put a band together, and that's when it happened. He got tired of doing movies for 9 years, wanted to go back and play live, and wanted to open Las Vegas at the International Hotel. So he called and asked me to put the band together, and we did. Here we are, two of us here, Glendy and myself.
So you played together before?
I was with him for 9 years.
Yeah. And this year marks Elvis' 80th birthday, as we all know. If Elvis would be still with us, what birthday gift would you have for him, or what would you say to him?
Oh, that's a tough question, isn't it? I guess I'd buy him a tie, and
I'd say happy birthday, and don't you want to sit down? Is it hard to wiggle like you used to?
Do you think if he would be still alive, do you think he would play, and what kind of music he would
Gospel.
play?
He would be
music.
singing gospel.
Yes.
Which is really cool and comes back to his basics.
Yeah.
The next question goes to all of you. What is your personal favorite Elvis song playing live together with the band, and why? James?
All of them, all the songs.
Okay.
My favorite.
My favorite, Can't Help Falling in Love with You. Always marks the end of the show.
The last song of the night.
I've always liked The Wonder of You. It's a wonderful song, and the people all know it, and they like to join in and sing, oh.
And Glendy arranged it.
Yes, that was his orchestration, his arrangement.
Oh, cool.
I guess my favorite song is Mystery Train because it's exciting,
You constantly
fun to
bounce.
play.
Yeah. Fun to play also for the guitar, because it's hard to play on the guitar.
Yeah.
As we all know, you just not worked just for Elvis. You worked for another bands. Tell us some bands and some stars who you worked.
We don't have enough time for that.
Oh, just 5. Each of us. Glenn.
I've actually worked with Bing Crosby and Frankie Lane and Dean Martin and Emmylou Harris
The Crickets.
and the Crickets.
Yeah.
James. 5.
Oh, the Beatles, Frank Sinatra, Dean Martin, Sammy Davis Jr., the Beach Boys, the Monkees, many more. George Harrison.
You played on Buffalo Springfield.
Buffalo Springfield, yes.
And you played?
Terry. We got the opportunity to back up Mr. Pat Boone, and we worked with Carol Channing for a while, and we also did the theme song for the Daniel Boone television show, along with our own personal appearance dates where we were. Oh, we've done a lot of network television, The Tonight Show, and other things like that.
And I played on Pat Boone's last album.
You did, yeah.
What was it like to be in the studio with him? Because you not just worked and played live with him, you also played on studio records.
With Elvis?
Yes.
He was great. He was fun to work with. He would do maybe a song 3 times, and then if it didn't happen for him, he'd go to another song. But he was fun. He joked around, had fun.
So
He wanted everything live.
Yeah,
The
okay.
singers and everyone playing live.
just more than a jam.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, and he never just never stood there in front of the microphone like a lot of singers. He would take the microphone in his hand,
Really?
and he would walk around the studio, and he would he would kind of do all of his moves while he was singing. He was very animated when he recorded.
In the middle of the 70s, we don't know actually when, did you begin to notice a change in Elvis' behavior? Did you start to see his health decline?
Well, I know he would gain a lot of weight and lose a lot of weight. 1 week he lost 50 pounds in 1 week, and to go on tour, and that's very hard on your body.
Yeah.
And but I mean, his death was a shock to me. We didn't see that coming.
Okay. Do we have a funny story with Elvis and you that you can share with us that nobody knows?
How dare you?
Well, he gave all of us watches at one time, Matthew Tissot watches that looked nice. They had Elvis Presley's name around the face of the watch, and but it wasn't a very expensive watch. Which it was a nice gesture, and unfortunately, after about a week, a gentleman in our group, Joe Mosqueo, his watch stopped running.
Okay.
And so he went into Elvis's dressing room, and he was kind of a little bit hesitant to say it, but he said, Elvis, we really appreciate this watch you gave us. We all have great watches, but he said, Elvis, mine doesn't work anymore. It's quit working. And Elvis looked at him and said, hey, man, I just give them out. I don't fix them.
Okay. A personal question to each three of you. What were your heroes starting to play music? James?
What year did?
What your hero? You had a hero, a music hero that brought you to music, or that you loved at the beginning when you were a child?
Well, there's no doubt Chet Atkins and Les Paul.
Yeah. Okay.
My heroes.
That are your
Merle
heroes.
Travis.
Yeah.
Yeah, and Chet and I, later on, we became real close, real good friends.
This is great. Glenn?
Ray Charles.
And you met him and played with him in the show you told us before. Great.
My heroes aren't very famous in the secular world, but as being raised in gospel music, my hero was my father, who sang when I was a little boy, and I wanted to grow up. When I grew up, I wanted to be like him, and so he was my hero.
Oh, this
my
is
father,
a
Doyle.
pretty nice word.
Yeah, it's great.
Yeah, this is great.
I thought J.D. Sumner was your hero.
No, J.D. Sumner was not my hero.
At last, some words to your fans, please. What you want to say to them?
Oh, just keep coming. We love playing music, and we love to see new faces and old faces, and we love for all of them to come to every show.
I'd like to urge them to keep on rocking, and I'd like to say I hope we see them soon.
I would like to say thank you to all of the fans who have been so loyal and so enthusiastically supportive of us for so many years. They come year after year, and they give their money, and they let us. They want us to sign everything. They're the most loyal. Elvis fans are the most loyal fans
Absolutely.
you've ever seen.
Yes.
And we want to thank them for all the
Yes.
loyalty.
And we thank you for the interview. Have a great show. And this is the best band
We're
you
going to
can
do
get.
it tonight.
Yeah,
They do it
Yeah.
tonight
It'll be
live.
fun, yeah.
And don't go to any cover bands of Elvis. Go to the original band.
Real thing.
Yeah.
Thank you very much. Thanks.
you.
Thank you.